So what the actual heck is going on in here? Hey there. Oh. Oh, that's a scuba suit. That's a scoop. I'm gonna go into the water, aren't I? There's a thing over there. IH3. I'm gonna go in a scuba suit. How about you guys? No idea. Probably had to finish powering that thing over there. Got a lamp. Alright. Thing's full of water.
Wasting time. This phrase has no rhyme or reason. After the centuries I've spent working, I needed a calm and quiet place. I originally built this facility to explore the depths of the ocean and to research, but eventually I spent more time resting here. This was the only place where I could hide from her. She judges me for demolishing long-forgotten buildings on an abandoned island, while she is directly responsible for much greater destruction. And after she told me about their failure, she dared asking me to destroy Quern. Her agony is not my concern, and especially not yours. This power is not hers to give or take.
So they had plenty of interactions and disagreements on their own. Looks like a sponge and more water, of course. Not much interaction around here, though, huh? Just the letter? I'm sure going out into the water is the main attraction. Hello. Oh. Ah. Only got turned on by me doing that, so I needed this winding key. You're interesting. And that is a grid. I'm just gonna go ahead and... We'll back up a little bit, and then take a picture. Hopefully that's... Yeah. That's gotta be important, right? How are our previous notes, by the way? That one's taken care of. So is that one. I'm getting the feeling that this notebook's gonna be less important, isn't it? It really seems like it might be built for the first part of the game where you're roaming around an open island. And maybe we'll go back to that, maybe we won't. But at the moment, I seem like I'm back in the territory of, less of an abduction and more of a portal, where I'm doing a bunch of linear, puzzle chambers, like you would get from a Turing test, or Portal, or something like that. Or Talos Principle, as opposed to the abduction, witness, like, crazy, non-linear, go, what's over here, and solve stuff in different orders and things like that. Huh. Some green tea, I think? Interesting to see the tea sitting around here. But yeah, it's not like it's gonna rot. Things don't seem to ever go away. Oh, there's my goal. So, oh. This time, instead of connecting lines, we now have a combination lock to get the next piece. So we have made it to the location of the next of the three main pieces that seem to be our primary goal right now. It's probably completely reasonable that our only thing to do here is get into the suit then. Man, that makes me super nervous. I'm uncomfortable with this. I don't like being on the ocean floor in the first place, but I just want to point out that, like, because that whole thing was automated and unsupervised, I could have just had a horrible death just now. If this thing wasn't sealed correctly, I would just drown horribly. Like, not even counting the part where I get dumped into the ocean, just that part there where I was inside of a capsule, like a Houdini, like, drowning chamber, basically. And it was filling with water, and I had no control over that process. So if this thing wasn't maintained correctly, or some minor problem was there, or sabotaged, or anything like that, I would just be dead now. And this would be a very tragic end to the story. Hello? Sure hope that was helpful. Just kind of flipping switches down here. Alright. Don't see a lot around here. This is obviously an attraction. 1 IH3. It's not listed as interactive. The key doesn't do anything to it. Let's just take a picture of it. Yeah. That's what I was hoping for. Alright, so hopefully that turns out to be some kind of note. Do I get a blue glow in the corner? I do still get a blue glow in the corner from the crystal. I guess it would work underwater. Even though it's a weird, like, lamp thing, a torch thing I carry around. Because it's a glowing crystal, I guess it would still work here. That's bound to be more legible, huh, with the zoom? Yeah, I can retake that one. That's the smart way to handle this. Is to zoom in on each one. Enjoy some slow movement, because that's what we've got in store for you today. Slow subaquatic movement. Here's lever number 2. Whew, it's taking its sweet time. There we go. I do wonder if I'm supposed to switch the 3 of them in the right order or something, because that one says 3, and that one said 1. Oh, no, but that lever wasn't near this thing, necessarily. So hard to say. Ah. If I could maybe rotate certain things, maybe we could maybe we could change the course of the electricity so it doesn't go through the part that's all broken. Hard to say. This mask makes it a little hard to get my bearings visually. On top of being reduced FOV, it's just covered in just noise. 2 IIC8. Here's our 3rd lever. Sure hope we just accomplished something. So that's where we teleported from? Yeah, we were over there and we teleported straight across through here, and that's how we got to the chamber. Is there anything else around here, or is it just... I found 3 levers and 3 plaques. It seems like it's all that there is. Maybe I just cleared out this pipe? Huh? We'll just go back up there and see if anything major has changed. Ah. It's not even real and it feels good to have that thing taken off. Now these 3 things are lit up. Okay. So we have 3 levers down there, 3 levers up here, but we don't know what they mean yet. I imagine those ones being all turned on is probably a good thing, because they probably don't want to make me they probably don't want to force me to go through that animation too many times in a row. But what the state of each of these might be a puzzle of some kind. Oh, should have held you up to here, huh? Ah! Yep. 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 Alright. Let's see here. So 1 was IH3. Huh. Well, H3 is the number 1. I don't know what IH3 means. That's weird. Well, number 1 seems to be the number 1. If that even is the right spot for that, too. Let's see. Two? Is the II the number 2? See, that one's also II. F1, but it's the number 3. So that makes me wonder what the II means. Oh, is it a different... Here's the curiosity. This says 2 in the corner. Is there... Oh, here we go. So this is... Well, this is 1 and that's 2. So H3 is 0. Okay. So 2C8. That's on this one. C8. C is the yeah. The number 8. Number 3 is 2F1. So F1 is 3. Here's the issue, though. Obviously, there's 2 more slots. So what's the deal there, huh? I only saw those 3 plaques, and it seems like they were the only ones. Let's look around the room a little bit. Are there plaques hidden around here? Any weird hidden details? Not on the floor. Not inside those, as far as I can tell. How about outside? Can I spot one? I'm wondering if I might have to backtrack at all. What if the previous zones had plaques out in the water that I didn't even know to look for yet? Because they could hide these all over the place now. And what's the deal with those valves I was switching? What was I doing exactly? Not sure what to think of that. So there's plaque number 1, plaque number 2. Or plaque 1 and 3, technically. So just any evidence I can see from here. Oh. That's 1D9. It's the number 4? 4 is 1D9. Spotted it. Am I stuck? Oh, there's no floor for a bit. D9. 5. Cool, now I don't even need to find the last one. Wait, it was 5, right? I got slightly... D9... Yeah, sorry. Briefly second-guessed myself. I should be able to get the other one now just by flipping this one through all of its combinations. There it goes. Ta-da! That's our goal. What did these do? What did those levers do? Huh. I mean, I got the thing I came for. Ah, bright lights, I forgot about how this hurts my brain. 17 seizures bestowed upon you. I mean, as far as I can tell, I got what I came for, so I think I'm good to go. What's the winding key for? Am I trapped here now? Also, does this door open now? The light up thing doesn't do anything? Or is it you? No. No. Am I trapped? Huh. I may be trapped. So this green goes somewhere. Do I have to light? What controls you, I wonder? I'm just gonna close my eyes now while we go back to where we were. So while I have the thing I came for, it seems I may have to enable something else still in order to continue. Which might be where we come into what this winding key is for, what these levers are for, and other elements. But at least this guy's out of the way. Can I close it? Nope. So what is the deal with these things? I'm not sure if we have another clue to go on right now. Wait. Oh, I'm a big old dummy. I'm a big old dummy. It was just making sure I don't leave without the materials I need to continue. Oh, I'm a dummy. That was a dumb thing to get stuck on. Hello, crap. I climb a lot of ladders in games lately. Careening off of cliffs instead of climbing down ladders. Very startling. Okay. 2 down, apparently. This really does feel like the finale area. It's just so climactic looking. Even if it does look like the bug planet from Abduction.
I wouldn't try jumping if I were you. He couldn't control everything after all. I remember when this bridge collapsed not long before you came. It's a relief to see how time and nature together could outplay even him. How an unforeseen accident can ruin a life's work. I can't deny that his failure brings me joy. Unfortunately, I still need you to stay on his path. I think I may be able to guide you through, but first, I need to show you something. Now, follow me. You will not fall.
This is a bad idea. Oh.
Don't look down.
Woo! Oh, didn't work.
Just follow me.
I thought that ignoring her faith would lead to my death in an amusing way, so I gave it a shot.
Trust me. No need to hurry. You must trust me.
Wait, did I just make a decision? Is that what's going on here? Could I have walked across the other thing without dying too? Huh. Well, I've got saves.
This path leads to our sanctuary. He removed the crystals to darken these tunnels. Let's have some light. I suppose he wanted to hide this place from you.
This game might
It's not far from here.
This game might end in a binary decision like Abduction did. And maybe this is a form of a decision coming here. It's a key. A familiar icon too. Let's look up here. That's a bench. Okay. This is a weight, it looks like? Or at least it's... Yeah, it seems to be weights and counterweights and stuff. Look at you. That's a sight. I assume that this key does not work here, because it looks very different.
I brought him here once too. Surprisingly, it is one of the only places he didn't ruin since then. But I doubt he kept it intact simply out of respect.
Well, that seems important. A cluster of blue crystals.
This is the place we once called the Great Hall of the Amma'jat, the Shrine of the Seekers. You must look around and find some blue crystal powder to cast into the fire.
Come to think of it, for abduction comparisons, that part I just did, that corridor felt a lot like the gauntlet that happened near the end of Abduction, where you were in one linear area and doing a kind of a big, brutally long puzzle to proceed. That was significantly longer, though, in that game.
Have you found any blue crystal powder yet?
With more nightmarish cutscenes, too. I mean, loading times. What's your deal, huh? Do I put something on you and then launch it? Is that...
We need blue crystal powder.
So that must be where the powder goes. Thought maybe slam it into the ceiling with that thing and break it. Okay. I'm still waiting for this... pot to come up again. Seemed kind of important. So how does one powder the blue? Because that's less blue crystal, but it's not powder. But this key probably goes here. Yep. Oh. Unfortunate. Ah. I'm gonna wind this up and then I flip the other one to drop something. Which means I'm supposed to put the blue under here, and I'll probably put it inside this vase. That's probably why I've held on to it all this time. Are you gonna drop? I probably initiate the drop by doing this, right? Oh. Whoops. My bad. I did not actually properly check where I was putting it, apparently. Not sure what the pressure plate's for, to be honest. There's the crystals. Yeah, I saw I was about to put something and didn't even bother checking to see if it was under it. Are you powder yet down there? It's hard to see past the beams. Don't know if I have to do rule of threes or if it's just fine already. I'm gonna go with rules of three, probably. Yeah. Oh, they came out of it. I guess I don't need a container. When's that bottle gonna come into play? Maybe we'll have another weird, like, blow it to make a whistling noise puzzle again. That'd be a weird thing to include. I'm just gonna go straight to 3, just out of principle at this point. Slight bummer not being able to have a direct line of sight. Although it's probably meant to shield you from shards hitting you. Okay, this seems to not be working. Maybe I need to somehow make the whole thing harder? Heavier? Maybe that's how you make it hit it harder? Doesn't look more broken. Hard to see, though. Yeah, it looks the same. So, maybe I need to put something heavier here? Might as well just try my options, I guess. No, it's you. What is that doing? Seems like it's just rotating. I'm not sure what to make of what's happening right now. Yep, that looks just as crystal as before. Huh. Oh, wait, there's a chute. Is that why it moves again? Let's try this. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do here. Okay. That's some interesting logic you got there.
Now use the crane up there to throw the powder into the fire.
So I take it instead of... Okay, so this thing makes it grind and pull harder, I guess, with a button. So it had to be down so that I can grind the stuff. That's why it was rotating, because when it rotates and grinds it so it comes out there. Okay. I was wondering what the heck that was supposed to mean.
Use the crane.
I'm on my way. Don't tell me what to do. I liked it better when I was alone and you weren't doing that to me, frankly. There you go. Oh, it's gonna reveal stuff because it's the blue light. Yeah. Because that's what blue crystals do, is they reveal things.
Now, it is time I told you the story of my people. It is time you learned the truth about this world. The Delmar was a great, noble, and prosperous civilization. They were people of peace, a thriving society of wisdom and art. Then, everything changed. At the dawn of the Third Age, we were attacked by the shadows. Over the years, our colonies have fallen one by one. The shadows have slaughtered our settlers without mercy. They filled our hearts with terrible fear. In the great halls of Unatko, the capital city of our world, the Circle of Elders have chosen 3 of our best people. Roran, the most skilled warrior. Theodore, the brightest of all scholars. And a devoted shaman, me. We were called the Amma'jat, the Seekers. Our goal was to find a legendary place of great power, Quern. We embarked on a journey to face the unknown and to find what was hidden. This quest has forged a strong friendship between the 3 of us. Over the years, we visited countless worlds. We became exhausted and shattered under the weight of the responsibility. We learned that the shadows had reached the outer walls of Unatko. We almost lost faith, but we couldn't stop. As we kept searching, we found a world that astonished all of us. This very world. Here, we found what we needed the most. Time. Time to find a way. A way to save our people. Our worries trapped us here, knowing that our home is only safe if we stay on this island. The search was over. We knew that finding this island in our time of need was not an accident. It gave us hope, and we started to believe that this world was Quern. Over centuries, we perfected our expertise. We, the Amma'jat, have become idols of strength, intellect, and discipline. But it was not enough. The infinite time we have been given made us obsessed with the overcoming urge to save our people. As we kept training and learning, pursuing power slowly became our only passion. We had risen above the boundaries of the body and mind. Eventually, we almost forgot the very principle of our mission. And then, I had a vision of our people. I saw their suffering. At that moment, I understand we had become the very power we were sent to search for. It was time for us to head home. I knew we were prepared. We were ready to face them. But the shadows were no longer my worst fear. I was afraid of what we had become. I was afraid of facing reality. We appeared at the edge of doom. Most of our great city was burning in flames. Unatko, our home, was about to fall. And then, we vanquished our enemies. There was no fight. They couldn't fight back. We cleansed our city of the shadows. A war that had lasted years ended in seconds. We were the saviors. We were celebrated like gods. And that's exactly how we felt. But we knew that the people we saved were not really our people anymore. We no longer belonged here. We felt we were more. After witnessing our power, people lost their faith in the council. We, the Amma'jat, have taken their place. But having fulfilled our destiny, the strong bond between the 3 of us started to fade. A new era has begun. The era of division and conflict. As our disagreements became stronger, we turned against each other. This caused the people to take sides. A war has erupted from within. A war we were too proud to stop. Chaos rumbled across the streets of Unatco. We watched our once thriving society fall apart. Our home was destroyed. All because of us. Because of what we have become. I couldn't live with myself. I couldn't bear the great emptiness I felt anymore. I left what remained of my world for one final journey. Following the path we once walked upon, I found Quern once again. But I did not come back for its power. I came back to face the curse that made me forget who I was. I spent centuries meditating on my past mistakes, trying to find a way to make up for what I'd done. By accepting the loss of all attachments that kept me in the physical world, I managed to ascend to a new form of existence. In this way, I will never lose myself again, and I can guard this place for eternity.
So basically, she's used to getting what she wants, and being powerful, and people just listening to her.
He didn't want you to know about our heritage. He didn't want you to see how the power of the island can ruin an entire civilization. He too wants to ignore it, but you must know the truth. He cannot accept the destructive power of this knowledge that he worships above all else. No civilization could contain this kind of power, especially not a single person. It is time for you to return to his path. I will meet you back at the entrance.
So here we go then. I guess she's gonna let me go across now. I don't necessarily agree that this kind of power has to destroy a civilization. You could always just keep it a secret a bit. Help in ways you can, but don't take a leadership position and don't reveal the extent of what you can do.
Now you must continue following his guidance. I will help you get back on his path. He was the first person who found this island after we left. And you must be the last person to ever be here.
I'm sure there's going to be a choice, right? The whole game's tearing me between these two people so consistently that it'd be weird if I don't get to choose which path to go on. Well, there's no point. It seems like a point of no return for now, in that it's straight up blocked by a chasm. Although she probably just lets you float around this room if you really want to. Alright, let's find the last fragment then.
You have to go alone now. But soon, we will meet again.
Bye, Navi.